Well. Guess what it is? So I predicted correctly the Mavs advancing. They beat the Kings in Sacramento. Now I predicted correctly the Warriors advancing. Um, I was hoping the Hawks would win, but I did say it was going to be tough, and it was. The Magic just ran them out their court. Um, and I predicted the Bulls would win, but the Heat, I mean, I don't know. They just have more experience. It looked like, even though it was at Chicago, the Heat just looked like they were just they're just a better team. They've been together. Tyler Hero, but Bam Adebayo. Yeah, it was just they just were the better team, especially in the playoffs. So, um, I thought the Bulls were gonna win because they beat the Lakers, and the Lakers are pretty good. But the Heat just they had a game plan, they executed, and they've been there before. They've been in the playoffs before, and they have big time players, and that's what it was. But so we so it was decided. Warriors are seventh seed. Um, Orlando is the seventh seed. So the Grizzlies will play the Mavs for the eighth seed, and the Hawks will play the Heat for the eighth seed. That's gonna be a good one. So the Hawks are still alive, and the Grizzlies are still alive. But the Grizzlies, John Morant did get injured. I feel a little bit. So who knows how he's gonna be for the game against the Mavs. Um, so I think the Mavs are gonna be the eighth seed. Incredibly, 38 wins in the season. They're gonna be the eighth seed. 10th seed in the West. They're gonna be the eighth seed. That's crazy, but I think that's the thing about the players. You got to be healthy. And right now, other than Kyrie, they still have Anthony Davis. They got Klay Thompson. They got their bigs. So they're the ones that I think are going to be the eighth seed, and they're going to go against OKC. And I mean, OKC is pretty big, but you got Anthony Davis. That's going to be a fun matchup, right? That's going to be a fun matchup. Anthony Davis versus OKC. Because Anthony Davis has been there before. He has the experience. Klay Thompson has the experience. So they've been in the playoffs before. The OKC was there last year, and then this year too. But it's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun. And then I think it's gonna be the Warriors versus the Rockets, and in the East I think it's gonna be, let's see, who Hawks or Heat. Oh, shoot, I hope. Hey, shout out Atlanta, shout out Georgia. Um, the Heat are looking real good. The Hawks, oh man, I don't know. That's gonna be a good one. I already messed up by not choosing the Heat once. I thought the Bulls were gonna beat the Heat, and shoot, I think it's in Atlanta though this time. I think it might be in Atlanta. So I'm gonna have to go with Atlanta. Shoot, I mean the Heat are the Heat though. They always grinding. They're always the tough team. They're very well coached, great organization, tough organization. They're gonna play hard. Um, the Hawks, they didn't show anything against the Magic. The Magic just run them out. But I think at home the Hawks are gonna be better, and I think they'll be able to keep the Heat away. And I think the Heat will be eliminated. And I think the Hawks will be the eighth seed, and I think the Hawks will go up against Cleveland. Or do I see Heat going up against Cleveland? Shoot, man. I mean, can the Heat win two road games to make the play in? I don't know. That's tough, but I'm gonna go Hawks. I mean, the Heat beat the Bulls in Chicago, and then they have to come to Atlanta and beat the Hawks in Atlanta to be the eighth seed. That would be crazy. I have to go with the Hawks. If the Heat do that, man, shoot, hey man, I don't know, cuz. But so that's gonna be that. But we don't know yet until I think Friday. Yeah, so tomorrow the Heat play the Hawks for the eighth seed, and the Mavs play the Grizzlies for the eighth seed. So Friday it will all be settled. The eighth seed on both Eastern and Western Conference will be settled, and that's gonna be the matchups. The standings will be, the playoff tree will be complete. So we're gonna see tomorrow. Brian's coming to town. He's gonna join me, and we're gonna just preview the playoffs, the Lakers, Minnesota, and just the matchups briefly, because we're not, I don't follow all the teams, um, but just have an idea. I do know. When's the last time the Lakers played the Timberwolves in the playoffs? 2004. Yeah, 2004. That year, the Lakers had Kobe, Shaq, Gary Payton, Karl Malone, and the Timberwolves had Kevin Garnett and Sam Cassell. Um, I remember that was Kevin Garnett's MVP season, and it's a good matchup with the Timberwolves. The Lakers actually began their franchise history in Minneapolis. They were the Minneapolis Lakers. Um, and then when they moved to LA, it was I don't know how long it was until Minnesota wanted a basketball team, and they got the Minnesota Timberwolves. But the Lakers started there. That's what they're called, the Lakers, a land of 10,000 lakes. Minneapolis, a land of 10,000 lakes. So that's where the Lakers began. Now they have their team, the Minnesota Timberwolves, and we're gonna see, bring it. We're gonna see what it do with it. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, 11:59. So Mavericks beat the Bulls 120-106. Okay. PJ Washington 17 points. Anthony Davis with 27 points. I said that. I said I picked the Mavs because I said Anthony Davis is gonna show up. I mean, he has to show up if they even have a chance, and he did. 27 points, 9 rebounds, 1 assist, and he does a lot of things that don't show up on the scoreboard. He can really not he can block shots, but even if he doesn't block shots, he alters your shot, so he's there. It's gonna affect your shot. So things like that, he can guard 1 through 5. He can switch. So yeah, he showed up, and that's why the Mavs advanced. 23 for Klay Thompson, 23 points for Klay Thompson. Brandon Williams 17, Dante Exum 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players in double figures, and then Daniel Gafford with 9 and Najee Marshall with 9. So wow, they almost had 7 players with double figures. But um, for the King, let's see who was 33 points for DeMar DeRozan. Oh my, 20 points for Zach Levine, 11 for DeMontis, and 10 for Devin Carter. So man, DeMar DeRozan, man, he played 43 minutes. Zach Levine 44 minutes. They wanted it, man. They wanted it in Sacramento. They wanted to light the beam, but no sir, no sir. The light is out. Play your Edison Bill. You heard? For the Heat in Chicago, Heat 109, Bulls 90. So yeah, this is 19 point win. For the Heat, 15 points for Adebayo, 20 points for Andrew Wiggins. I forgot they have Andrew Wiggins. They traded, Jimmy Butler swap. Yeah, Andrew Wiggins 20 points, Tyler Hero 38 points, Davion Mitchell 15 points. Man, this team looks pretty good, cuh. Shoot. And then for the Bulls, Kevin Huerter 10 points, Nikola Vucevic 16 points, Kobe White 17 points, and Josh Giddey 25 points. Let's see. Yeah, it was very quiet, very quiet. I mean, Josh Giddey 25 points, not bad. Played 40 minutes. Dang. But shoot, it's gonna be fun. Heat versus Hawks. The Heat got some team. They got a team. Tyler Hero, Andrew Wiggins, Bam Adebayo. Duncan Robinson's there. He had 8 points off the bench. Oh man, this is a good team. I'm saying Hawks because they're at home, but man, this Heat team's always gonna be there. Who do the Hawks have? Zachary Rizaker, which is the rookie. He's a rookie. I think he was the first overall pick, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I think he was the first overall pick in the draft. Let me see. I think he was. I can't really see, but yeah, he was the number one overall pick in 2024 draft. So he was a number. They have him. They have Mohamed Gueye, Onyeka Okanawu, Trey Young, of course, Trey Young, Dyson Daniels, Karis LeVert. I mean, they have a good squad too, man. That's gonna be fun, man. That's gonna be fun. The thing is that the Hawks are starting a rookie. That's like tough, man. You know what I mean? Like the Heat are not starting no rookies. They've been in the league. You know what I'm saying? They got their vets. And they're not starting no rookies. That's the thing about the Hawks. Like you have to start a rookie. That shows that you're a rebuilding team or something. You know? I mean, he's okay. I mean, but I don't think he's like, oh man, he's not like a crazy rookie like Allen Iverson was or nothing like that, But he's cool. For Yeko. Okay. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Come Friday, we're gonna see who's gonna be the eighth seed, and it's and then we'll be back here Friday. Brian's coming to town, and we gonna chop it up. You know what I'm saying? And see what's gonna happen for the playoffs. But until next time, stay tuned. Take care of yourselves and each other. Lakers forever.